Hey there. I got a new song I'd like to share with you all. It's called A Tall Glass and a Smile. And a quick background on how the song came to be. You know, living here in Las Vegas, a lot of us locals, spend the weekends or whatever hanging out in the casinos and trying our luck at the machines or table games or whatever. And as I'm sure many of you that have traveled to this city do the same. And, you sit there and the cocktail waitresses come around and they bring you your drink. Typically, it's in a little tiny glass with mostly ice and a couple sips and it's gone. Well, there's this one particular cocktail waitress where I sit that she brings my drink in a glass very similar to this one right here. And I asked her one night, I said, how come you always bring my drink in a tall glass and none of these other girls seem to do that? She says, well, you can ask the other girls for a tall one. I said, yeah, but you just do it. And she's got this really pretty smile. So I went home and I'm thinking, a tall glass and her smile. I can't forget her smile. A tall glass and a smile. Where's my guitar? I grabbed my guitar, pen and paper. The song practically wrote itself. Out it came. I ran through it several times and a couple days later went in the studio and recorded it. Got it down good enough where I could put it on a CD. And I said, I'm going to take this to her. So I went into the casino the next weekend, and I went up to her and I said, I owe you a huge thank you. She's like, for what? I said, I told you I like to write music. Yeah. What is it that every writer needs to write? And she says, inspiration? I said, yes, and you inspired me. She says, how'd I do that? I said, what do I tell you that you do with my drink every night that none of these other girls seems to do? She says, brings you a tall one? I said, yes. You inspired me to write you a song called A Tall Glass and a Smile, and I want you to have the first copy. Well, she seemed flattered, I guess, and thanked me and took the CD and went on about working, and I sat down and played for a little bit. She brought me a few of those, and then I went home. The next night I went in. I didn't know what to think. Maybe she thought I was psycho or something and just took it back to the service bar and tossed it in the trash. I didn't know what to think. So I went in. I sat down in her area. And let me tell you, what happened next was nothing short of magical for me. She comes up to me and she gives me a hug, tells me she loves the song. The first time she heard it, it made her cry. She plays it over and over in her car. She knows every word, and I'm just like, holy cow. Everything this girl is telling me, my heart is melting right there in her hand. And the funny thing was when she brought my drink that night, I thought this was the tall glass. She comes out with this glass bucket full of Diet Coke, and I'm just like, holy cow. And she pulls it off her tray, and she says, here, hide this between the machines so the other customers don't get jealous. And, well, needless to say, that was a night that I will never forget for the rest of my life. So I thank you again for inspiring me, and you still inspire me. So enough of the chit-chat. Let's get down to the song. A little reverb here, and my backing track, and away we go. Him his drink in a tall glass, and with it a comforting smile. As he hands her the tip, he takes the first sip and hopes she can talk for a while. He wonders if she's got a boyfriend, or maybe she's somebody's wife. But he hopes and he prays with each quarter he plays that she would be part of his life. Oh, it may not have been her intention, just part of her wit and her style. start she took hold of his heart when she brought that tall glass and a smile. Oh yeah. He heads back to work on Monday, the weekend's still fresh on his mind. He cannot forget the woman he met, the one who was ever so kind. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, he says to himself in the night. But as Friday arrives, his heart comes alive when he sees such a beautiful sight. Oh, it may not have been her intention, just part of her wit and her style. But right from the start she took hold of his heart when she brought that tall glass and a smile. Yes, it may not have been her intention, just part of her wit and her style. But right from the start she took hold of his heart when she brought that tall glass